Okay, hello everybody. I think we're gonna learn something today. Come hither, look. I got a comment on my latest video saying that website is notoriously bad at their player count numbers. They are way over usually what the real number is. For OSRS, it has daily players at over 300k. Okay, if we go to where he's talking about in the video, it's mmopopulation.com. Most played MMOs. Holy shit. What the fuck is this? Guys, apparently if you go to this website and their numbers, so I'm told by not just this guy, but many other people in the comments, said that this active player number is like how many people log in during the day, so it's not concurrent players. Guys, look. Number 4, World of Warcraft. Number 2, Oldschool Runescape. Now it says the total players are 144 million, and then for RuneScape it's 52 million. So apparently World of Warcraft has 3 times the number of players of Oldschool RuneScape, but Oldschool RuneScape is like 50% more concurrent players per day. If active players as a ratio is similar to concurrent players, apparently this number, I think, of concurrent players in Oldschool RuneScape, if we go to the, let's see. Okay, this is what we wanted. If you look here in 2024, here we are, this is July. Let's see, for today, we are peaking at 140,000 concurrent players in OSRS and 25,000 in RuneScape 3. The trough is a little bit south of 100,000 players in OSRS. Okay, so let's take a middling number at about 120,000 concurrent players. If we compare that to the mmopopulations.com of 230,000, this is about double. So if we were to assume that the World of Warcraft active players and concurrent players correlate to the same degree that the Oldschool RuneScape active players and concurrent players do, that means that the World of Warcraft concurrent player base is probably like 80,000 players based on this number alone. Now, I'm not sure exactly how many different kinds of World of Warcrafts there are, and if this is measuring all of them. But this is kind of crazy. Look, Oldschool RuneScape number 1 is Final Fantasy XIV. Obviously, Jesus Christ, it's doing well. I'm pretty sure a new expansion just came out, so if we had looked at this, yeah, oh my god, it was huge in 2023, and even, wow. Okay, it's gone up a little bit lately. I think there's some new content out for it, so it's coming back up, and it'll probably continue to climb through the next couple weeks. We'll kind of see. But oh my god, Final Fantasy is crushing. Oldschool RuneScape's number 2. I've never heard of Dungeon Fighter Online. Let's go look at that in a second. World of Warcraft is number 4. Honkai Star Rail, which I've heard of before, but I have no idea what the fuck it is number 5. And Baldur's Gate 3 is number 6. This might be, in my opinion, one of the best games that has ever come out, and certainly the best game of the last couple of years. And it's number 6. World of Warcraft Classic, here we are. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that this World of Warcraft means retail, and so even if you combine World of Warcraft and World of Warcraft Classic, you get about 260,000, and so it's comparable still to Oldschool RuneScape. Okay, yeah, and then they clock RuneScape, which is RuneScape 3 at 40k, which is a gross overestimate. That's like double the concurrent players, I would guess. We can come look. Yeah, it's about double. 27,000 for RuneScape 3, and it goes down to about 13,000. Holy shit. So is RuneScape, and this is kind of the point of this video, is RuneScape a better game than World of Warcraft? Because I just reacted to that Jimmy Asmongold reaction chain where Jimmy was making the point that basically nostalgia has nothing to do with Oldschool RuneScape's success, and Asmongold was making the point that it's the primary driver and the reason that everyone plays the game. And then my take was obviously somewhere in the middle, like nostalgia got people in the door and it was important, but I think it's a small piece of the pie in terms of RuneScape's success, especially in the last couple of years, because the game is changing a lot since the 07 reboot in, 2013 or whenever that was. And if you're just going off a player count, I think that means Old School RuneScape is a better game than World of Warcraft. Now, I will say I've never played World of Warcraft except for about a week when they first released Classic WoW. And I had a really good time. And the music was incredible and it was immersive and fun. And I got to about level 20 something playing a warrior and my buddy was playing a priest. And we just went around duoing shit and we did like one. I think we did the first 2 raids. And it was a really good time. But man, and I will also say when you're playing World of Warcraft, you are playing the game. You're like in it and you're involved and it takes 2 hands and Old School RuneScape is not that way. A lot of the people playing Old School RuneScape are woodcutting on a second monitor and mining on a third. So, you know, that does inflate the numbers. I don't know how reliable this website is, but I would assume that the metrics that they're pulling to get these numbers are at least consistent in that the rank ordering of them is probably a good reflection of about how active the games actually are. Okay, so we're going to go look. What the fuck is Honkai Star Rail? Now, this is just for my own curiosity. I don't know what this game is. It looks... This is obviously a gacha game, right? Because I open it up and immediately it's anime chicks. And why is she swirling a... Oh, I hate these animations where they're just all loose and goopy. Look at this wine. Farewell Panaconi? What am I looking at? A little anime girl. Okay. Oh, she's so kawaii. Is she taking a picture of herself? Is this guy about to beat the shit out of her? Is she the mech? I don't know. I have no idea what Honkai Star Rail is, and this isn't helping. What's the gameplay? Okay, this is funny. I don't know if this says anything about it. I don't know if this means it's a gacha game, but if you look down here, we'll zoom in. Oh shit, too far. If you look right here, it says simulated gambling. Now, I don't know what that means really, but the odds that this is a gacha game pretty high. This website, what the fuck am I looking at? This is a horrible website. This is their home. HSR. What are you? What are you? What's the gameplay? There's some music playing. Damn, she's... Like, look at this. You go to their character, like, who are the characters? What is she? She's wearing lingerie? Just, like, strewn across a bed? What are people up to in these games? Okay, we're gonna go to a gameplay video and see what the fuck is going on.
Me out here? How can we lose?
Let's go.
Okay. It's a turn-based...
Light cones are
This is... mobile game. Okay, this looks like shit. This looks honestly horrible. I will never play Honkai Star Rail. Fuck you, Honkai Star Rail. That's like you're on the train to Shanghai and you got time and money to burn, so you download this bullshit gacha game for your mobile device. Fuck that. Dungeon Fighter Online. Now this I need to learn about. Oh, baby. Honestly? Okay.
Hi guys, this is Omer.
Ah, he's screaming at me. What? What is Dungeon Fighter Online? Arcade type belt scrolling action game, 6 out of 10. Mostly negative, mixed reviews. People fucking hate this game. Huh? This is not a popular game. What? It looks mediocre as hell. How is it here? What are we talking about, Dungeon Fighter Online? How are there... Okay, is it a mobile game? I'm about to just exclude mobile games. They fucking suck. We have real games, Final Fantasy, Old School RuneScape, World of Warcraft, Baldur's Gate 3, Path of Exile. I bet this is another shitty mobile game. Whatever, Wuthering Waves? Epic Games Store. I'm not even going to look at this one. Don't care. Warframe, Guild Wars 2, Diablo 4, Destiny 2, Star Citizen. These are real games. These are real games. Honkai Star Rail, not a real game. Dungeon Fighter Online, not a real game. 10 activity score. Something's fucked. Somebody fucked with these numbers. This doesn't make any sense. Is that supposed... 1.15? Wait a minute. What the fuck is this score? Okay, well, this means nothing to me, and all of these people are liars, and Dungeon Fighter Online is a shit game. So I don't really care about that one. Anyways, we came here to solve the question whether or not RuneScape is a better game than World of Warcraft, and to look at some numbers and compare concurrent player bases. And I gotta be honest, I think old school RuneScape is winning. And honestly, the fact that Final Fantasy XIV is in the #1 spot is crazy. It's crushing. People love this game. I mean, people still act like WoW is the staple MMO, but it's looking like it's not. I think it was. And when I think MMO, I think World of Warcraft, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. And if you look back, look at the graph. 2014, small little number right here. RuneScape is just slowly gaining popularity all the way to 2024, and it's the biggest it's ever been. What? That's just crazy. That's just crazy. Okay, you can see the bump when COVID hit. Ha! You can see the COVID bump. God bless the COVID bump, but Jesus. What is this here at the end of 2023? Am I stupid? What released? It doesn't even matter. The game is way more popular than it used to be. I started playing again in 2018, and I thought it was like the shit. I thought that was as big as it was. It's way bigger. You know, the last thing I'll say on the matter is one thing that scares me is the thought that I think half of these numbers are just players on multiple accounts. So maybe we should cut the RuneScape numbers in half because a bunch of you fucking nerds are playing on 2, 3, 8 accounts at once, and you're totally fucking the numbers. So maybe we're just going to put an asterisk next to the old school RuneScape numbers, and there's not that many of us, but the ones that are playing are really fucking playing too much. So maybe that's the case. Damn. I don't know what else to say. I think old school RuneScape is the second best MMO in the world, and I think Final Fantasy XIV might be the best. And World of Warcraft, what are you doing? What are you doing, Blizzard? You could be great, or so I've heard. I don't know.